In this lonely ass world, it's getting colder. I'm not going nowhere if I cannot take my boat there. My mind was bred a little different, yeah, from my own past. If I see heat, why the fuck would I wanna go there? Mama, I make you smile. Mama, your little nigga came from wildin'. Mama, always got in trouble, I was shouted. Mama, now I'm staring at shit. Mama, I'm the pilot. Mama, if I want something, I'ma go get it. Mama, swim with the sharks, piranhas, and fishes. Mama, it's so hard down here, God is my witness. Mama, I know where I'm going. Mama, I'm a fan. It's hard not knowing who is really gonna be there for me. I wish you could be here to see me the day I start touring. Shit be on my mind every second when I'm not recording. I'm waking up conversating with the Lord every morning. I mistakenly took the wrong path, I had to rewind. I fumbled trying to move too fast, I had to keep trying. Growing up I got in trouble, told myself to keep lying. So much stress be building up, swear I be needing me time.
Grand rising to the DMV and the rest of the world. This is your girl Reese, aka the best that ever did it. AKA, we got a great show today. This book right here is the book you need to get. Shades of Blue by A.M. Morning, one of our sponsors for the show. Very great book, good book, really. And right here, coupled along with Molly Moss Sea Moss. Molly Moss Sea Moss Boss. Get all your sea moss needs right here. Get this book and the sea moss, bam. For a limited time, you can get both and save $10. That's right. We have a good show today. I see people coming in on the panel on deck, ready for Freaky Friday. Let's get into my first guest, Mr. Phil. Good morning. Is that Phil? Good morning.
How you doing?
I'm good. Mr. Ricky Bryant, how are you?
I'm good. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for joining us today. And who else do we have in the studio with us today? I can't even see the name. We're waiting for Phil to come in.
I say, hey, how you doing? I can barely hear you. I think my phone is messing up. I might have to disconnect and come back.
Ricky, can you hear me?
I can hear you fine.
Okay.
I think it's my phone.
Okay. Just make sure all your apps that you got is cut off in the back. And sometimes if the phone rings, it'll blow out of our system.
All right. So I'm gonna disconnect and I'm gonna come right back. Okay.
Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna talk to Ricky while you're coming back. So Ricky, tell us about yourself. Welcome to the Morning Mac Show. I want to say that, and if you didn't catch it, this book Shades of Blue is a must-have. You got to grab this book. It's an awesome book. A sponsor of our show. Great writer. She's a really great writer. The person that wrote this book, awesome. So I'm going to add that to your catalog. When I see you personally, I might go ahead and add it to your catalog for you.
Yeah, my name is Ricky Bryant. I'm a CEO of a nonprofit called Streetline. Brand new. It's brand new. It's geared towards curbing the violence in DC. So what we've done as a mentor for C Social for quite a few years, I know that mentoring works, and I know that I couldn't be on every corner. So what I've done is created a way for the corners to come to us. You have um, hotlines for suicide. You have hotlines for gamblers and alcoholism, but you never had a hotline for guys that hang out on these corners and these stairwells and these storefronts where most of the negative energy comes from. So what I did, I created a call center hotline for those to be able to call in and get positive information, referrals, uh, get way to somewhere they can have mentorship without having to have me right there on the corner. They can always call in and get that positive energy instead of that negative energy they receiving from the streets. So that's uh, the basis of the program in and of itself. So we're just looking to help as many as we can, especially our youth and young adults. The ones of color, of course, are most are primed to get in that system. So we want to try to do as much as we can to curb that and to curb violence before violence starts. You know, when you get all this negative energy from those corners, learning all the, and what people don't understand either is that that energy is an addictive behavior. No one understands that hanging out and wasting your life away on these corners is an addictive behavior. You're feeling safe there. You're feeling welcome there. You know, but you're not doing anything positive with your life on those corners. So we want to, as Streetline wants to be able to give you some direction and let you know that you have a life that you can live. You can live out your dreams, and you know, you can go for your goals and stuff like that without getting a bunch of negative. We wanna hit the fight the negative with the positive. All the negative energy you getting out there, all the negative information. You know, we want to let you know that there's more positive than there is negative. So we want to make sure that you can be. If we can't help you as mentoring to you, then we can refer you to others that can. So we want to have a broad base for that. And we want to connect with all other nonprofits that can help these youth and young adults out here. They can, call Streetline and get their name put on our list so we can recommend these our youth and young adults to them if need be. So we just want to connect the communities together. We want to make sure that we have a strong community base, and hopefully we can curb this violence from these young youth and young adults by educating them, by giving them some understanding, by giving them some life lessons. So we are, like I said, we want to connect with everybody, every agency that we can. Um, I want to. I must say, I do need volunteers to train as operators. So these are things that has to get. As I said, I'm brand new, so we're just starting. So we want to get as much help as we can, and to bring this communities together and stop this violence. It's crazy out there,
Now,
and
when you say you brand new, let me ask, how new is brand new? You've been existing 5 months, 6 months.
it's about 6 months now. So we're up and running. We have a website and we're up and running, but
Hmm.
but I need to train more operators. So when calls start coming in, when I put more signage out there, because I have to put more signage out to let them know that they do have a place now that they can contact and get assistance and help and mentoring. So yeah, we are brand new in the sense that we need more people there to be trained as operators. And I'm looking for those that coming out the system, those returning citizens. I'm looking for those because they have a story to tell to these youngsters,
Right.
to be trained as operators. I'm looking for those college students that's taking up things like sociology, psychology and things of that nature, that behavior, those are taking up those kind of studies, because these are the people that are going to be helping when they graduate. So I'm looking for those to come out and support Streetline and help us grow and help these youth and young adults.
Now you say that you're looking for volunteers. So when the people call in the street line, this is what I hear you saying, that you can they get referrals. You can tell them where to go, where they can get shelter and food and whatever they
Yeah,
need, and if they need just if they're battling or dealing with depression, you can get them hooked up with the right uh person to
yeah,
talk to for all of
right.
that stuff. That is awesome. And that's men and women, right?
Yeah, that's men
Across
and
the
women. There's no
okay.
discrimination.
Hey, OG,
And
where you located?
I'm located at 930 Fergus Street. That's where I'm running my office from right now. But I'm still looking for a solid base point too. You
Yeah,
know,
I'm saying,
so I mean,
which state?
oh, I'm in
DC.
Washington D.C. I'm in D.C.
Yeah, 'cause I'm
District
in
of
North
Columbia.
Carolina, and I would like to help out. If you need help, my hands, man, I'll do what I can. I like that.
Yeah, that's what we're doing. I'm gonna branch. Eventually, we're gonna branch out, because every city needs this program. It has never been done before. No, there has never been a call center for those who hang out on these street corners and stairwells and storefronts and parking lots. There's never been that for them, and they don't understand that they're dealing with an addictive behavior. They don't understand. If you look up addiction, you'll see that it fits right in. So they got to understand too that they have this addiction and don't and they're not aware of it. So we want to educate them. We want to let them know that that they do have this going on in their life, that they can change it though. So that's what we're trying to do. So eventually we want to branch out from one end of the coast to the other. But we're starting small now. It's everything has to be done. I mean, we need, it's a nonprofit, so we need help. And I'm not ashamed to say that we need help. We need help,
That's
but
right.
we need positive. We need positive people to be there for us, because if you want to help your community, then you have to be part of it. You have to get out there and do something about it. You know, and that's what I'm at. I want to do something about it. I want to make sure that our youth and young adults have a way out of that situation.
Have a helpline, someone they could call to get direction, to get refocus and repurpose or whatever it is that they're in lack of or what they're needing at the time.
Right. They never had that. No one's ever had that for them. But
So,
I created that forum. So now they have a place, just like Suicide Hotline, just like Gamblers Anonymous, just like Alcohol Anonymous. Now you got something that can help your addiction. Now you
that's
got
right.
something that can help you strive to be a better person. So you got that hotline that can mentor you. You can call in any and every time. Make sure that and reach that person that's going to give you positive feedback.
So Ricky, what happened in your life to make you want to start this nonprofit? Because it's great, but something had to spark you to do this. Do you mind sharing what was it? What
Well,
was that?
not at all, not at all, not at all. I myself used to do just that, hang out in corners and unfortunately, it cost me a lot of time out of my life. I am a returning citizen myself, and I've understood that. It took me a minute to, and I understand the concept and the mindset of our youth and young adults out there, because I was caught up in that same um, fold of things in life. So,
Hmm.
and I want to explain to them that this is what it's going to end up leading to. It's going to end up leading to you being a part of this modern day slavery. And I call it modern day slavery because they know you're being set up for that. So we want to educate you and let you know that you don't have to get caught up in that. We want to
Right.
make sure that you understand that the system, the way it is, that the choices that you make, the choices that you make are choices that can lead you to run the whole justice system. You know, they don't. This is things that we want to educate them on. That if you make one bad choice in your life, that you can end up getting the police his job, you end up getting the prosecutor his job, the public defender his job, the judge his job, the correction officer his job because of that bad choice that you made. So you're pretty
Right.
much, you pretty much just ran the whole justice system. And, we have to let you know and let you understand that by you dealing with the negativities in life, that it can ruin yours. And I also educate them on the fact that you're not only uh, locking up yourself when you make this bad choice, you're locking up your family. You're taking food off the table for your siblings because your mom or your dad loves you and they want to make sure you got money on the books and things like that. So that's a plate of food for one of your siblings if you have one,
For your
and
children.
yeah, and your children, and you got to understand that if you do have children out there and you hanging out on these corners, that you making if you make a bad choice in life out there on them corners, that your children will be absent a father or a mother,
Right.
and that's what you got to understand. That's what our kids need. They need their parents there. You don't have to be uh giving them all these fancy gifts or anything like that. The best gift you can give them is you and your time. You
Amen.
know, So we want all of them to understand these things, all the things that they're losing out on by hanging out on these corners and taking chances on throwing bricks at the penitentiary. You
Yeah,
know,
man, you right about that too, OG. Like as far as like how important it is,
yeah,
because I myself, I'm not old by any stretch of the mean. I just turned 32, but when I was in my younger days, I tried to do that, and
mhm,
I had one bad experience, and then I went back to my mother and father, and I had a good support system, right?
right,
So as I grew up, I seen these other kids who didn't have that, and I seen the choices that they was making, and I was like, my father would never allow me to do that type of deal. So it's just like growing up, getting to see like my peers who grew up without the same support system and the people being there for them. I can see the
Mhm.
difference, the impact that it made in their lives. So I'm looking at it real time, like, yo, this is crazy to me. So yeah, you're right.
right.
They do need more stuff like that. And like I said, man, I'm willing to help in any type of way. You need some more hands. I'm here, cause
I
like
appreciate
I'm
that.
I'm a very I it saddens me when I
Proactive.
see it saddens me when I see like these young boys without their fathers and stuff, and like just the way
Right,
they living out here. Like somebody needs to tell them something.
right, and
That's
and it's.
right.
I mean, and you got to understand too that with this mentorship program that I've put together, that a lot of these are growing up in one parent homes or and
Hmm.
and and under, they don't understand a lot of times that they honestly you had like three generations of babies having babies, so they
Hmm.
don't understand how to teach morals, principles, and values. So when you're growing up without morals, principles, and values, you're growing up and without the sense of caring, without the sense of compassion. So this is why most of our youth now just don't care about nothing. They don't understand even how to care about things now. So if you're not in their immediate circle, this is why they go on corners to be accepted, as I said, to be, to feel like they're loved, feel like they're being understood. But they're getting the wrong energy from that, and this is why
Right.
we want to
Hmm.
make sure that they start getting the positive energy. As a mentor, if you can touch lives, so many lives, and I knew that from my experience on the street, on them corners when I was mentoring on the corners. Um, so this way we can touch thousands more. with that hotline. And that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to say, hey, look, I can't be on every corner here, but I want to touch as many lives as I can through this hotline.
Like they say, they used to have hands across America. This is going to be lines across America, connecting everybody all around. And Ricky, I just applaud what you doing. And I see you, Sauce Got Jokes. That's who you've been talking to, Ricky. Mr. Sauce Got Jokes, another fellow comedian.
Okay.
I want to acknowledge I see him too. But yeah, Ricky Bryan, that is awesome. What you're doing. I want to be a part of it.
And you all can be a part of it. It's just a process. I mean, every little thing that you can do to make it grow, whether you're passing the word on about Streetline, whether you're recruiting volunteers, whether you help fundraising, it's so many ways that we can make this grow. And that's what you can do. and your audience as well. Excuse me, I'm sorry. So I'm hoping and praying that people see the significance in it and how much is needed out there in our communities. That they can help in any way they can. I don't know if y'all have my contact information.
Definitely going to get that from Phil, because what I want to do, I want to start blasting it out and letting our listeners know. Right now, I don't know if you know, that's why I'm down here looking. I'm having technical difficulties with Facebook this morning for some reason. Facebook don't want to act right, but the YouTube link is up. You having trouble with Facebook this morning too?
I was having trouble with all my technology, man. I think the Chinese is messing with us right now, man.
No, TikTok working fine. It's probably our own government. They're gonna make us run the TikTok. But
hey, you gotta remember this about our own government. Like I said, a stupid mistake always gets you caught up in the system, and the system is ran by stupid mistakes.
Amen to that. Amen. You ain't never lied right there. See, and once you get in the system, it's easy to get into. It's just like trouble, but it's hell to get out of.
Yeah.
But if we pull our resources together like you doing, Ricky, and get this thing rolling and going like it should be, just like you said, they got suicide prevention, Alcoholic Anonymous. What if I just need somebody to talk to keep me from making a bad decision? Like I'm about to go in and rob this store, or I ain't got nothing to eat. I don't even know where to go, or I need some shoes. I need some work on my resume. I need, now, so people that's getting back acclimated into the system, they can get their help, that they need the right tools.
Right.
So they could forge, move forward in their life. So I applaud that. You do clothes drive too. You get them ready for work.
we can refer them to like churches that do these things. The things that I can't mentor you on or help you with, there's agencies that can. So we can refer y'all, which we do referrals as well. So like I said, we wanna get with every nonprofit that can help others. See, if there's no big eyes and little U's in Streetline, you know what I'm saying? We're not closed to anybody helping our youth and young adults out here. We're not closed-minded to those things. So if you can do anything, then you can come through Streetline and get recognition from that, or referred our clients or whoever calls in to us that we cannot help them with. We can refer them to your organization or your agency. You know what I'm saying? That's what we all have to start working together, and that's what Streetline is about. It's not just this is my program and this is my nonprofit. No, it's not. It doesn't work like this. This is why they work on divide and conquer. So I want to work on unity.
Okay.
I want to work with unity. Let's unify. Let's start a big conglomerate of nonprofits that can help people and know and can get in touch with each other. You know what I'm saying? So this is why Streetline is an open forum for that. You know, our main thing is mentoring. That's our main thing. But we also, and it's stationed and all my information that we do referrals, we do conflict resolution, you know, violence prevention. We do these things. So, you know, come aboard. Come aboard and let's grow. Let's grow together. You know, and let's help our youth, especially our youth of color. You
And
know.
that's for all y'all OGs out there that's sitting around in them stairwells with nothing to do but possess
Yeah.
a lot of knowledge. Volunteer. You maybe
Yeah.
got something to do. Get on Streetline and help your fellow brothers and sisters out. You know,
Right.
there's a plethora of knowledge, information, wisdom that sit on them corner, waiting for somebody like you, Ricky, to come along and cultivate them, put them in the box where they need it. Because believe it or
Right.
not, we are needed. Mr. Windows that's sitting out there, you are needed. Get
Yes.
on, volunteer, get on this.
Let
Y'all
them
get
learn
your
from your mistake.
That's
Let them,
right.
let them learn from your mistake. You
You know,
know, help them grow. You know, that a lot of them grew up without fathers figures or mother figures in their life. You know, you can become that for them. You know, you don't have to be on that corner and not be and be wasting your time. You can mentor someone out on that corner to in a positive a pathway. You know,
positive vibes.
yeah, you know, give them the positive. You know, they've had enough negative in their life. Come on, you know, we got to do something. You
Yes,
know,
sir.
we have to.
We got to make a move. You right, because we can't keep going like it is. Look at our youths. Look at them now. Look at our. I just over the weekend, all those people gathered, all them kids cutting up at in Bowie and the Greenbelt, then that down at the Inner Harbor.
Right,
They don't know that they making life going to be very, very difficult for them to move. And if it's
right.
difficult for them to move, they get in our way and we can't move. So we
Let-
want to.
I want to give you a understanding that when you frighten people do frightening things, and when I say that is that when you frighten these people out here, and you are, you know, they look for ways to lock you up, for you to genocide yourself. You know, um, they'll change the laws on you. You know, you're not gonna win, is what I'm saying. So start to comply. Everybody, I understand that you've been commercialized, you know, through social media, through video games, through these movies and all that. But those things are scripted. That's not real life. Real life has rules, and you have to follow those rules. Un- Everybody's not. I understand you've been commercialized. You feel like you have to wear Gucci and shit, all those other name brand things to feel special, to feel like you are successful. No, you don't have this. Not the clothes that make the man. It's the man that makes the clothes. You know. So until you reach that status through your educating yourself, you know, don't worry about those things. Just educate yourself. Learn things about life. Learn how to live life. Everyone can't be a Bill Gates, but we can be comfortable. You know. So reach those goals that you have. Educate yourself. Don't just you know, think that that fast money is going to last because it's not. It's an illusion. And this is what I tell them: it's an illusion. You're geared. They know exactly what you're doing. They put the drugs and paraphernalias out there and for you to harm yourself and you know basically destroy yourself one way or other. Either you're going to jail or you're killing yourself with those. You know, so these are the things we want to enlighten our youth and young adults about. We have to educate them. We have to give them and let that light bulb go off in their head so they can understand all the things that's against them out there. You know, so I think if we can do that in a manner which they can understand that it's all stacked against them if they don't follow these rules of life, you know, we would lose so much. And they would lose so much, you know, by not understanding these concepts in life. You know, so this is what we want to mentor them on. This is what we want to educate them on. They have to start using their brains, and we have to start, you know, get them out of that brainwash situation that they're in now, and with through those avenues I just mentioned. There's a mass debriefing that has to go on. Just like you come out to service and you've been taught to kill, kill, kill. You know, you have to understand that they go through a debriefing to learn how to live in society again. So we have to do the same thing for our youth and young adults. We have to have that mass debriefing and educate them to let them know that they have rules that they have to live by in society in order for them to grow and have a comfortable life.
That's right.
I totally agree.
I appreciate that.
I'm sorry, we Ricky and the conversation. We was not trying to monopolize the time. I want to give Sauce a second to introduce himself, and I heard him say he in North Kakalaki.
Yeah,
right.
in Charlotte. Yeah.
Now,
What's up, bro?
My bad. I'm over here eating breakfast and stuff. My mouth is full, but I'm trying to multitask. But yeah, man, I'm Sauce Got Jokes, man. I'm based out of Charlotte, North Carolina. Originally from Newberry, South Carolina, but yeah, I do stand-up comedy. That's what I do. Before you even started talking about it, I actually have a plan for a mentorship too, where I take in young boys and teach them how to express themselves through comedy. That's one of my goals that I'm gonna get down.
Okay.
But other than that, that's what I do. What's going on? Good morning, everybody.
What's up, bro?
Not much cooling, man.
Well, we can definitely connect. That's for sure.
Bet. Let's do that.
We can definitely connect. Everybody needs some laughter in their life, man. Laughter is definitely a food for the soul.
Yeah, man.
We're having people are texting me. They're having trouble getting in on Facebook. Phil, did you have any trouble getting in on Facebook? Do you see the show on Facebook?
I pop right in. I don't know what's going on.
Okay, it's our viewing audience. I'm telling people to go to YouTube if they can't. For some reason, it's the connection. We're trying to get it back on StreamYard. It says we're going live, and I just got something from Facebook. Okay, Louisa. Okay, so Facebook is doing. I don't know. It's doing something.
They doing updates or something.
It's logging, it's reconnecting. It's crazy. Sauce, you having trouble?
No, I'm good now. I had trouble earlier, but I'm in here now. We good.
Okay. So we still working.
I'm telling you what happened. Ricky started speaking that knowledge, and they was like, "Oh no, we can't."
That's what happened. They shut it down. They shut it down. We can't do this. They shut that down.
Well, that's why we got another way and tell everybody.
Somebody ran into the office and said, "Hell no."
I mean, YouTube. That's okay. Then we got YouTube, and I just tell everybody, but there's one way, there's another. You know, where there's a will, there's a way, and we need to get this going. So Facebook shut us down, but look, YouTube working. I'm looking at people on YouTube, and YouTube, everybody got YouTube. They ain't gotta get a page, you know. So,
yeah.
So you gonna be up here. I know Ricky Bryant gonna be out there with us in June, the Freedom Festival. I know, right?
Yeah, we'll be there.
And I know Sauce will be up there.
Ricky is definitely there. Ricky is definitely gonna be there. I'm gonna be there. Man, Ricky gonna be saucing the neighborhoods trying to get support. I mean,
most definitely.
That's what we're gonna be doing, huh?
I said, as you good.
Yeah, we're gonna be hitting the businesses. Well, I'm gonna drag Ricky along, but I'm gonna be hitting the businesses on Georgia Avenue trying to get support. You know, just bring some awareness to this issue. It's not. I mean, everybody sit back and talk, but you know what are we going to do? I mean, that's my big thing. You know, what are we going to do about it? I mean, it's one thing to throw your hands up in the air, and I'm getting so tired of people saying, we gonna pray. Prayer helps, but prayer without action is mute.
Yeah.
Okay?
Mhm.
Prayer
So
without works.
that's right.
It's
So
good.
that's right. So it's time to do more than pray. So, I'm looking at businesses to, if you can't give money, if you can't support, I'm looking at barbershops, stuff like that. Give a haircut to somebody that's a victim of gun violence or,
Mhm.
stuff like that. Give a chick a nail job, you know.
Or
See, I'm
Yeah.
broke, so the only thing I can provide is volunteer. I ain't got no money for you.
but we out there
What you
trying to
need me to
make
do?
money slinging these jokes. So, but
Yeah,
we can volunteer our services. Everybody has the talent, like you said, Sauce. You making people laugh. You were showing the people how to take that anger and that bitterness and
Right.
turn it around. Take them lemons and make lemonade. Because whether we like it or not, people, life goes on with or without us. It's going to
yeah,
happen. So you can go gracefully or you can go kicking and screaming. And I'm going to tell
that's
you,
all.
you go kicking and screaming, you ain't going to do nothing but be wasting time because people still going to
Yeah,
walk by you with earbuds in. They ain't going to hear you until we get up and do for ourselves. Like
I told,
Kenneth Clark be saying, we all we got, we all we need, but we
that's
got to
right.
move
Ain't nobody
Right.
coming to help us but us.
us.
That is real. Ain't nobody coming to help us. Other people look at us like, look at them crazy ass people out there killing themselves. And
Yeah.
they ain't trying to help you. They want to watch you and maybe even cheer your ass on. They'll bring the guns into your neighborhood to help you because they
Yeah.
know. Yeah, so it's like, man, you got to be real. We all we got. We all we ever had. So I mean, so my man Ricky and me, we're gonna be doing our thing to try to get this thing going on. And like I
Reese,
said, Reese too. She got this platform, she got her jokes, she got the people she know. We was talking earlier. I mean,
yeah,
and
I
we
got
ain't
this
gotta just
book.
we got this book. I mean, and this is not a DC issue. This is not a Maryland.
Worldwide.
This is
yeah.
Yeah, so
National.
like I said, I told Reese if she want to set up something in Maryland, let's do it. I mean, this is a movement. This is not, this is a marathon. This is not a sprint. It's gonna take time, but
That's
shit,
right.
we got to do what we got to do, or we can
Yep.
just sit back on our hands and watch.
And we're gonna take this thing, like you said, it's not marathon, it's not a sprint, it's a marathon, and we're gonna go cross country, baby. You gonna how you run cross country, it's endurance, you need the stamina, and it's not how fast we get there, it's us getting there. Like my father told me a joke about two cows. I'm pretty sure y'all heard it about
Yeah,
the
we know the cow
the
joke, but go
bull
ahead.
that you run down. See, we don't want to run down and just grab us a couple of people. We want to walk down and collect everybody that we can for this effort.
That's right.
You know,
That's right.
I'm a
And
volunteer.
and that's what people look for us to do. They're like they're gonna make a little bit of noise for a little while, and then they'll go away. Yeah.
We need
Right.
this.
Exactly. And that's what we can't do. We can't just fade out. And that's
Right.
why I'm telling people now. That's why I created this hotline. That way we shouldn't be able to fade out because if you support it, if you support the effort that we're putting out, then we'll never fade out. They'll always have somewhere they can call and get help. Always. Just like
Yeah.
how long has suicide hotline? How long has gamblers hotline been up? How long has Alcohol Anonymous been up? As
Hmm.
long as we can remember. So we want that same thing to happen for Street Line. We want a generation after generation, and when I'm gone away from here, I want Street Line to still be surviving and helping our youth and young adults.
That's
Right.
right.
So
Look,
that's where we at.
and we could come up with commercials and jingles. I'm already singing Street Line in my head. Take y'all know that song Street Life. We're gonna redo that and say Street Line.
Street life.
There you go.
You remember that Street Line? See, poor Sauce, you too young to remember that, baby. But you go
Hey,
ahead
hey,
and
hey, I'm just listening. That's all.
That
I
was
don't know where that's
disco
from, but
era.
hey, it is what
we're
it is.
gonna get it up for you. You
Hey,
know, just look up
I ain't
Street
tripping.
Life. That's the name of the song. And we're gonna
Yeah,
redo
Okay,
it, call it Street Line. You
I
know,
look at that.
it's
that'll
a
be a
good one.
great thing for
It's a
sure.
good one.
We
I'll
we
rewrite
gotta
it.
we gotta support one another. And like I said, I'm not just speaking on Street Line, I'm speaking on all the nonprofits in our area and all the nonprofits across America. We have to help each other grow. If you're helping someone, we have to help you help someone too. And that's what Street Line is too. We're not just
Street
we're not
line.
we're not on those we're
See,
not on
see,
yeah, we're not on selfish time. This is not for that. It's for us to combine our resources. The more resources we have and combine, the more resources they have to look forward to. So
Right.
look at it in that sense. Don't look at it because I got this going or you got that going. Let's come together, and I say through Street Line because that can be your catalyst. That can
that's
be the
right.
that can be the one that I want to partner up with everybody. I want to say, hey, Street Line want to send this to um your program. Street Line wants to send this client to your program or to that program. Street Line wants to do that. So when you hear someone client call in and say, well, I was referred to you by Street Line. I want you to be able to help that person.
That's
You know what
right.
I'm
Street
saying?
line.
Yeah.
And
So
look, that's the jingle.
You
Street Line. There's a number you can call. Street Line if you stumble or you fall. Street
awesome.
Line. Dun, dun. Come
Okay.
on, y'all, sing
Boy,
Street
hold
all
on
right,
now.
Line.
Street Line.
See, we
See, Ricky,
She cooking up
you
on
on
the
the line
spot.
with a bunch of you on the line with a bunch of entertainers, Ricky.
Yeah.
I was about to say, oh, she in the studio right now.
I mean,
She.
look at that's right. Look, I already look. You know,
Street
Ricky already.
line.
Look,
It's
I'm
a
already
number you
working
can
on the
call.
video. Street Line. If you
Street
stumble or you
line.
fall. Straight line. Dun, 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 dun,
Yeah.
dun.
That
Straight line.
sounds
Yep. We
That's
gonna
good. We just don't want
That's
to get
hilarious.
now. Don't get us sued.
we no, we're gonna change it. We're gonna
Oh
change
yeah.
it. When it go
We,
dun,
we got
dun, dun,
we got to
dun, we're
make sure
gonna
the
go
copyright. We got to make sure the
right. We
copyright
can
is good.
change it a little
Yeah.
bit. We're gonna tweak
Yeah.
it, you know, and we're gonna have Phil rap on it, you know.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
I
There you
rap on it
go.
too. What's
I
There
know.
you
Look,
go.
Ricky, you sound good singing it. Come on, look,
up?
Yeah.
songs
Street
that Ricky singing.
line.
Look
Go
at
ahead.
it.
With
Come
the
on, Ricky.
street line,
Me and
that's
Ricky
the
gonna be in the
number
back.
you can call.
That's right.
Street
Street
line
Street
line.
when
If
you
line.
you
stumble
stumble
and
or
you
you
fall.
fall,
Oh,
There
street
you go.
line. Get the show
We got people that
moving.
we got
Street
people that got
line.
access to studios, make a little video, make a little commercial, and put it out there.
That's that. Look,
Hey,
that's
that would
what
be
we
cool
need.
too.
You
Yes,
know,
that's. The
that's
more we out there, the more people understand that they got a place to call now, that they got a place they can go to now. Yes, this is what we need. We need that kind of
mhm.
energy. We need that kind of you know, excitement that they know they got a place to call. And I ain't got to hang on these corners. I ain't got to hang in
That's
these
right.
stairwells
they
and
come in and
waste my life
volunteer.
away.
They
Yeah,
be
I
on
got
the corner.
someone.
Street
Come on,
line.
come on in and
Yeah,
volunteer. Get on the line. You on the
yeah,
corner. Come on, Mr. Wendell. Somebody needs you know, Mr.
that's
Wendell. Be up.
right.
How can I
That's
help
right.
you? Let me help you direct your call. We need information. This is like the new 411. You know,
Hey,
everybody keeps saying that the tip of the fingers. Well, sometimes we don't have the internet, but everybody got an Obama phone.
yes, they do. Yes, they do.
Street line.
Mhm.
Use an
That's what's
Obama
up.
phone. Street
You know.
line.
You'll never be alone. Come on, street
Hey,
line.
hey,
Use that
yes,
Obama phone. Come
yes,
on, baby. That's what he
yes.
gave it to us for. So we could Barack
That's
the block.
it. Yeah. You got the jingle all together. You need to write that down, man.
Look, y'all know that's what I'm a jokester, but I am an author first. I'm a writer first. I do jingles.
Okay.
commercials, wheels. You know, you look. I have you suited and booted. I'm
Yeah,
looking.
that's
See,
what's up. That's what's up. You know, and that's what we need. We need that positive energy. Look how much energy that's just sent out there. That I mean, to inspire so many with that energy. Listen to that, and I'm just listening to that
come on,
energy.
Sauce, sing it
You
again,
know,
Sauce. Do the jingle,
I'm
Sauce.
right. With a
Number you
street
can
line,
call.
it's the number
Street
Street
you can
line.
line.
call. Street line. If you
And
stumble or fall, street line.
street line.
That's what's.
Look, street
Yeah,
line. You said that's the first like.
somebody need to write that down so you can
I'm
start
telling
I
working
you,
just
on
we
that.
told
got it.
you.
We got
You
it.
need to
Street
write it
line.
down.
The
And
second line.
Miss Reese in the school right now.
You can use your Obama phone. Street line. You'll never be alone. Street
Hey.
line.
Is
it 24 hours?
We haven't started on 24 because I don't have enough trained operators yet.
But it will
So
be.
I'm doing like the peak hours, like from 6 to 4 in the morning, from 6 in the evening to 4 in the morning, because this is pretty much where all the negative energy is thriving at. Because where they commit crimes at those particular hours for some reason.
So how do you?
we want to catch them. We want to catch them before they. You want to catch them before they commit those type, negative energy things, that they do at those peak hours. So we want to open up at those hours, but eventually, of course, the more operators I can train and to talk to these youth and young adults out here, then the 24-hour thing I would love to have running. Of course, right now we don't have the finance to pay anyone. That's why we have to do volunteers right now. But once we start getting those grants, and we need grant writers as well, then we'll be able to pay staff members like that, especially those I know that I want to target some of those returning citizens. I know they're going to need jobs and stuff like that. I know they want to help, but they want to, they got to have jobs. So I want to be able to provide that. So I'm hoping that we can get some grants coming in, that we can get some donations coming in, that we can have a paid staff, but until then, I need you to volunteer your time. I need you to understand that, it's just because we don't have all the finances that we need, we still can volunteer our time, to help those that are stuck, as they say, as you young say, you stuck, so we want to get you unstuck. We want to make sure you understand these things. So, hopefully, like Phil said, we can go out here and pound the pavement, and try to get some businesses to help and donate and volunteer their services. I'm out here doing it, and Phil's out here doing it. We're pounding that pavement right now. So, and hopefully people in your audience will support and help pound that pavement as well. So we're just pushing. It's a movement. Every movement has to start somewhere. And here's the start right here with Streetline.
That's right. That's right.
Ricky, do you have a contact number or something we can put out on the line to get in contact with you?
Definitely. I'm Bennett it's on the contact basis. I'm gonna give you my cell number instead of Streetline. You got the flyer for Streetline, right, Phil?
I got the flyer for Streetline, but I ain't got it with me. I'm in my truck.
Okay,
but I'm
well,
just talking about something you can give out over the call right now.
Well, I can still give you my personal cell number right now, so you can contact, and I can give you Streetline number then when you contact me. But I think it's best to contact me now because you might want to volunteer or something like that, and I can give you all that information.
Well, for the viewing audience, because I know you don't.
For the viewing audience, you can go to streetlinedc.com. That's the website. It has the number and information on there. You can also donate there too. It's streetlinedc.com. So you can definitely get all the contact information there, and hopefully, you can get it again. Again, streetlinedc.com, a small D. It's a small D on there.
It's a small D with a big problem.
Yeah, exactly. But that's the website you can go to. I will I'll put my number out on the air as well. It's 202-258-2174. That's 202-258-2174.
202-258-2174.
Right, and that's
258-2174. Because everybody know DC 202. 25.
Right. So again, you go to streetlinedc.com, and you'll get the Streetline number off there too. So either way, you're contacting me because I'm one of the operators. So you will contact me even through Streetline number. That's streetlinedc.com. I don't know if it's all cap. I don't think it's all cap, but it's cool. You'll reach it if you just type it in streetlinedc.com. It should come up for you.
Now, Ricky, now let me know, because me and Sauce, like, we want to volunteer and be operators. Can we be operators from where we are, or do we have to be like? Is it a number that we can dial in?
I like to. That'd be great. I can add your number. We on a phone line that your number can be added and people can call that. But there has to be a small training that has to go on because there's a curriculum that you have to follow. Because we can't have any and everybody just being operators and they talking these people crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Except for me, because I talk crazy. I can get to the people. You might get some crazy. I understand karate and crazy. I know. And I can help the people. I can train.
Hey, mess around. I'm gonna start asking questions. I'm like, so what do you do to you?
Oh, okay. Hold on. Well, I'm gonna also give you Streetline's number. Streetline number is 855-753-2368. 855-753-2368. Yes, and that's Streetline number. So you can call that number, and I'll probably be the operator that you reach at that moment. But that is our number. And the Streetline
number one more time.
855-753-2368. Again, 855-753-2368, and it's toll free, everyone. So you can reach Streetline definitely through that. Somebody's calling now.
Look.
Calling now. I can't
Look.
answer it right now.
That's me. Look, I know that's me calling. Streetline.
Oh well. Okay.
Why you playing on people's phone?
The website is small cap, y'all. So it's all small cap. But again, the website is streetlinedc.com. Streetlinedc.com. So,
I'm gonna go through the proper training to be an operator because they might call me and I'm like, "What he do? He stole what?" Nah,
you about to do what?
No, you can't do that. You can't do that.
I mean, yeah. So,
Ricky, I'll take the midnight shift, Ricky, so I can be on there. Hello, this is Streetline. 976.
Well, we wanna make sure we get all the signage and stuff out there. Right now, I just did a bunch of flyers that I want to put out. I'm targeting a small area now, which is I don't know if you're familiar with DC, but I'm targeting from 7th and T up until Kennedy Street, Northwest, right now.
Right.
No Southeast.
Streetline.
those are targeted areas where a lot of people hang out. And so we want to target those areas first. You know, you know, we want to crawl and then we start walking, you know, and then we start running. You know what I mean? So,
Okay.
you know, so I want to get the signage out there. I want to do some training. You know, I'm hoping that we can get some volunteers before too long. Before I want to have a actually grand opening so we can put it out there. I
Well,
have been
Ricky,
interviewed.
I think we're talking about having a grand opening for you on Sunday, on the 23rd at Simples.
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah.
I don't know if Brenda
I
had
want to
talked
be.
to you
I
about
want to
that.
be ready for it, though. You know what I mean? I want to be.
Right.
I want. I want to. I want to be totally ready. I want to have all the infrastructure together. You know, this is why we
Okay.
need the volunteers so much because we want to be able to have trained operators ready to take your call when you call. You
Ricky,
know,
who is your ward your delegate for your ward? The ward,
uh,
what ward is that you're focusing
that's
on?
in. It's I'm in Ward 4, and it's right
It's
now.
Janine or
This
Janice, whatever the hell.
Janice George right now, but I'm kind of honestly, I'm hoping that we get somebody new in there, uh, because
Yeah.
honestly, I contacted her, and this, you know, I'm hating to put it out there like that, you know, but it's the truth is the truth. You know, I've been interviewed by Channel 9. I've been interviewed by Channel 7. Um, but I've called Janice George when I first created this program, and there was no support. You
I've
know,
reached out
and
to her too, and she hasn't responded to me either.
yeah, so
Apparently, she's not very responsive to her
right,
constituents.
What
exactly.
That's a
about
lot.
So
I've
y'all
been
aldermen? Y'all have an alderman for y'all?
yeah, we have an ANC. I've talked to the ANC. I had sit downs with the ANC. Um, they are pretty welcoming. They supposed to send me some information so we can file for the ANC grant. So I'm hoping that
Okay.
that comes through. It's not very much, but it's anything helps. Everything helps. So, um, but you know, I'm hoping that the council person uh comes on. I've talked to the mayor. I've talked to other council members and they've supported it more than our own ward. You know, I mean, they can't do anything for us more than give me information about grants. This is why I need grant writers, you know, because they're legislative branches. So
right.
I
Right.
have to, you know, but they can't give me information. She hasn't even done that, you know, so it's unfortunate, you know, because this is our ward. And like I said, even the mayor's office, people have given me information for grants and stuff like that.
It's not
You know,
unfortunate. Don't be afraid to call out people that won't that's not standing up to do what you. These are elected officials that you voted in to um to
Do a
speak for
job
you.
to
So
represent
yeah.
if
the
they not
people.
supportive,
That's right.
don't be afraid to call their asses out.
And
You
that's in
know.
Well,
all wards.
you know,
I mean,
I'm
I
trying
hate
to
to
be. I
say
was
it like
trying to
that.
be polite. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I
I was
understand.
trying
I
to be polite.
understand.
But I'm really hoping between. I'm hoping that the brother Paul Johnson makes it
Right.
to that
Yeah,
seat.
me too. Me too.
I had a sit down with him, and we really connected, and he understands the need for this program. You know, he understands the concept of the program. I think that he will push hard to make sure Streetline is put into fruition, full throttle. You
That's
know,
right. That's right.
so I'm looking for that. I hope that brother makes it. You know, because you know, like I said, she's non-responsive to a whole lot of things, and a lot of people feel that way. You
And they
know, and
gotta look, just like y'all voted her in, it's time to vote her out. Street line. It's
yes,
not time to be polite. Come on. Street line.
Streetline.
If you're looking for a fight, come on, y'all. Street line. Look, we can write some. We gonna have everybody singing the street line jingle.
That's right.
Let's sauce it. Sauce. Hit the sauce. Sauce to the City. He writes some lyrics there. That's I don't know what Sauce. What happened to Sauce? He gone.
So Reese, do we got anybody on the line? Anybody on there doing chat? I mean, anything in the chat? I know this is not the topic for the day, but is anybody saying anything or?
I can't see the. It says we are live on Facebook, but I don't see anything on Facebook. And I see DJ.
They got you blocked today.
It's something y'all did. I didn't. It's probably Lee. That mess Lee did yesterday. That's Lee, and she ain't even in here today. Where she at? There she go. There go my problem child right there. That's my trouble. That's my baby. I love her to death. There she go.
Well,
Lee, I want to introduce you to Mr. Ricky Bryant. You're gonna meet him during the festival. He's gonna be at the festival. He got an organization, nonprofit called Streetline.
Yes.
And that is to help people, especially the ones that's coming back into the system, getting acclimated back in the system. People sitting on a corner, people carousing in the stairwell. It's to give those people who got a lot of time to do trouble, to get them time focusing doing positive stuff and helping them getting their situation together. They're gonna offer counseling if you need it. They're gonna tell you where to sing it, Sauce. They're gonna say every time we pop in the tag is Streetline. That's the name of it. So that's what Sauce is singing. And if you need help getting back in the system, if you need help, just someone to talk to. If we can help
mentorship,
we want to direct you to the proper place and mentor, And look, I'll take the overnight because I stay up at night, be on the phone. This Streetline, how can I help you?
That's my motto. That's the motto. Streetline, how can I help you help yourself?
So yes, let me help you help yourself. What's your name?
That's right.
Look, what corner you at? Where you at?
How can I help you help yourself? That's a bar. That's fire.
I gotta try to help you to help yourself, and I'm trying to help them help themselves.
Exactly.
Streetline. Come on. That's the name of it. Streetline. I was telling Sauce, he the Sauce. Streetline.
Streetline.
Take a Street Life, Lee, and make it a Streetline. You remember the song Street Life?
Hell yeah, Street Lights.
Before it's over, Ricky, before it's over, Ricky, you're gonna have a whole song going.
We got a jingle now.
Already wrote it. We got it. I got you, Ricky.
She already got the jingle down pat. She already got the jingle down pat.
Call because it's a line. Street line. If you stumble or you fall, street line. You can use your Obama phone. Street line, and you'll never be alone. Kid it, street line. You gonna be in the video just yelling street line. Oh, street line. See, y'all like that. See, y'all like that. You like that?
Yeah.
See, Lee. See, Sauce gonna sing it. Because I know I'm not the singer, but I am the writer and the composer. But I'm not the singer. So Sauce gonna sing it.
You didn't go there.
I'm gonna sing it.
No,
you can rap about it.
We got enough entertainers and comedians and
that's what I want y'all to do. I want you to rap. That's the whole thing. That you rapping to these people. You know what I'm saying? So that's the communication. You rapping. You know, you get them them 16 bars of positivity.
Look, Ricky, if I got to get back on the pole, Ricky, and donate some dance.
Let's slow down, Reese.
We call it street line. They be like,
I ain't mad at you.
Reese, I do a comedy show.
You're gonna mess around. It's really gonna be some Reese's on that damn phone.
Hey, look, why not?
I do a comedy show at the Crazy Horse Strip Club. Reese, what's trying to do?
Hey,
you want to do look while I'm on around the pole singing street line.
Hey.
And Phil, I want you throwing them dollars.
That's right.
Hey. Oh Lord.
We collected.
I'm just shaking my head, man. Cause you gonna really have some peanut butter on that pole.
Oh Lord!
No, I'm not.
Oh Lord!
It was a joke.
You done messed up the street line. She done messed it up. She done
Yes, guys. I thank you for all this positive energy too. I want to thank you guys for all this positive energy. You know, I want to put that in the atmosphere too. That that we're gonna make this thing grow, and we're gonna make it grow to something so great that it'll be beyond what they think it's gonna be. Because we gotta help our folks. It's just that simple. We have to help our folks. And if we don't do it, who's going to do it? We've been going through this generation after generation after generation after generation. So let's start this movement up right. Because this is where most of it is. I'm saying honestly, where everything starts off, it starts off on them street corners.
Yep.
And it's unfortunate that all we get now is negative energy out of those street corners. So let's attack them. Let's attack them stairwells. Let's attack them storefronts. Let's attack them parking lots where y'all just sitting down there smoking and drinking and wasting your life away doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? Let's bring them back to something they can do with themselves. Even if we can convince them to volunteer for a church, do something, people gonna recognize, people gonna understand that you trying to do something. You gonna get some help. You know what I'm saying? So we got to let them know they got places to go, things they can do with their lives. We have to let them know that. If we don't, who gonna let them know? They don't care. You know who I'm talking about when I say they? They don't care.
Man, that's what we talking about. The man don't care.
Yeah, they don't care.
I thought you were talking about pronouns.
And if we stop caring, then we lose everything. Everything. We already got generations down in the dumps right now. You know what I'm saying?
We doing their job for them. We feeding their system.
Look,
every
racist and bigot in the country is laughing and joking. Look at them niggas killing themselves. You know what I'm saying? I'm being frank about it. Look at them niggas killing themselves. You know what I'm saying? This is what's going on. If you don't believe me, look how many votes Donald Trump get. You know what I'm saying?
Look, you about to wait a minute. I'm
being real.
Wait a minute. Do y'all know that Donald Trump is a billionaire again? He's worth by the end of this, he's gonna be worth what? Something 1.3 billion dollars. They are taking money and getting him out of debt, paying off his debts, his support.
Can you imagine?
Why can't we get support?
This how they support
each other.
Racists. This how they report bigotry. This how they support womanizing. This how they report fraudulent people. This is how they support. They don't care that they have an idiot or a bigot or in office or nothing. They don't care. They gonna support him because what? He's they man. He's them. You know what I'm saying? So we have to do the same.
And we got to stop Biden too. Look at all of that money he done sending over there to Israel, to Ukraine, and even over there to China because they fighting with Guam and all of that. Them almost $1 trillion, and we can't get no help here. We can't get.
I tell you again. I gotta hear the word. We can't help. We have to help each other. Say it again.
I said I gotta head to work. I appreciate y'all having me on here.
Until next time. Come back any day. I'm sorry.
Yes, sir. And I appreciate use that phone number, bro, because there's always something you can do to help.
Yeah.
Use that phone number.
Group chat, right?
Huh?
Well, I use the phone number. I get everything straight. Yeah.
Use that number, man. So I can even if you just spreading the word about it. You know what I'm saying? And the website. So
gotcha.
yeah. So we can always, people can always donate and help through that. You know what I'm saying? So You know,
I
spread
will
the
see
word.
y'all later. I gotta go
All
make
right,
some
bro.
money.
bro.
I appreciate you. Yeah, so I'm just saying that we have to come together as a whole, not halfway here, not part way there. We have to come together as a whole and start doing something. Like I said, this has never been done before. They never had a hotline for them, you know, because they don't care. They never cared. You know, they cared about all these other issues, addictions, but they never cared about that kind of addiction because what it was affecting people of color. You know, they and so what we care about them. So we got to start caring about it. We got to understand. People got to
That's real.
understand that we have to start supporting programs, you know, that's gonna help our youth and young adults. You know, we have to do that. If we don't do it, we're gonna lose. It's just that simple. You know, we're gonna lose.
Yep.
I'm not on an island. I'm not on an island. I'm not on an island by myself. You know, I'm surrounded by all you. You know, every one of you. So, you know, I'm asking. I'm not asking. I'm begging for your help. You know what I'm saying? Because we need to save them. If we don't save them, who's gonna save them? You know, most of these senators and congressmen, they invested in private prisons and stuff like that. They want to see you fail. I don't want them to see them fail. I can't watch it no more. You know, I've been a part of it. I knew what it's like, you know, and it's you talking about putting yourself in a degrading situation by some dumb mistake you made because you've been brainwashed by some commercial or video game or movie or a gangster rap song. You know, ain't nothing wrong with this, but understand that that's entertainment. Educate them. They have to be educated. They have to be debriefed from thinking that this stuff is reality.
They have to be reprogrammed because they program their mind in a certain way. So it's up to us. And like you said, for Malik, or those of y'all who just tuning in, we on live with Eddie Bryant. He's
Ricky Bryant.
Ricky
I'm sorry.
Bryant.
I'm sorry.
Eddie gonna be on here telling jokes.
I didn't mean to say Eddie. I'm sorry, Ricky. I'm sorry.
All right.
That he has a street line, and that's
nonprofit.
A nonprofit organization where they could call in. It's like a helpline. Basically, that's what it is.
It's a hotline for those who hang out on those corners, stairwells, parking lots, storefronts. You know, that's doing catching all that negative behavior. You know, it's a mentorship for them to be guided into a positive and more productive lifestyle. So we're trying to help them get off these corners. We're trying to help them realize that they got goals and dreams that they need to follow. You know, they got kids and that need them, and family that needs them. You know, and a community that needs them. You know, so we want them to understand these things. We want to direct them in that positive instead of, you know, letting them just stand still in all that negative energy.
Right. And like I said, I still don't know why Facebook is doing what it's doing, Phil. The only thing I see on Facebook is your beautiful face. Phil popping up all over the place, Ricky. Phil
That's right. Phil out there doing that footwork. He's out there doing that footwork.
You know, it's Mr. Was it Ricky?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Is it? What I don't understand is, I talk about this all the time as far as it starts at home for our adolescents. But it seems we help everybody, but then when we need help, they want to know why.
No, well, I can give you go ahead. Well, I can give you the why. You know, the why we need help is because we're not helping each other. You know what I'm saying? And that's what
we help everybody. We help everybody else.
I'm saying, but we're not.
We help everybody else.
That's what I'm saying. We help everybody else, you want to know why? Because we're not helping each other, and that's what we lacking. We lacking the unity factor. You know that that went out. For some reason that went out in the 60s and early 70s. Our unity factor has died out. It died out.
It went out when
OJ.
It went out when OJ won.
Not OJ. Can't blame OJ for this.
Yeah, I ain't gonna blame OJ. Totally.
No, I'm saying it's not a blame. It's not a blame. It's the fact that we stood together, regardless if he was guilty or not. A lot of people stood outside that courtroom to free OJ, and when he was released, not guilty, everybody cheered. We stuck together. We didn't allow no one else to punish our people.
Yeah, I mean, we come together momentarily.
Right.
I
can say that.
We have a short. No, I'm gonna tell you what it is. We have a short attention span. We come together on big issues. OJ, George Floyd, Black Americans Matter. Okay, but what do? We dealing with a day-to-day issue.
Yeah,
okay,
we let it die out. Okay. We let it die out.
When it's not in the newspaper and it's not on TV or on the radio, we let it die. We forget about it. But in the meantime, our kids are dying in the street and nobody talking about it. Okay? Gun violence has gotten so accepted in this country now that if you kill 2 or 3 people, it may not even make the news. You got to be a mass murderer now to get on the news. What kind of shit is that? You got to kill 12 people to get news coverage.
You're right. You're absolutely right. I mean, our society has gotten to the point where they numb to stuff.
They're numb, exactly.
And it's crazy.
Which is ridiculous.
So this is what this is why I put I got Streetline started, because we have to get them out. We have to debrief them. We have to get them to understand that that there's issues out here that they are actually part of, and they don't realize they're part of it. They're feeding into things that they shouldn't be feeding into, and we need to educate them about that. Definitely. We need to educate them and let them know that they they're setting themselves up in that trap. And just like I've seen them where kids talk about somebody that got shot in their neighborhood, and they talk about it like it's it's a TV show or something. It ain't nothing.
Is they glorifying it? I mean, come on now, be for real.
Well, because they're desensitizing our children. When you got all of these games that they play on a regular, that they play on a daily basis, shooting people, you're desensitizing the severity of it. Halo, Grand Theft Auto. Look at all of the behavior and what we let our children play and watch and stuff like that. And they practicing their aim, practicing knowing where to shoot, practicing.
And they're marketing this shit. They're marketing this and marketing it into our communities.
Yeah, exactly. So this is what I'm doing. I'm with Streetline. We're trying to take that away. We're trying to get them to understand that they got other avenues. We gotta push positivity instead of negativity. And I'm doing it in a form on a format that we can reach masses of people. Instead of me just being on the corner talking to you about it, you can call in, you can get somebody to talk to you about it. I mean, you can reach so many people through Streetline, and I mean, it's just I don't even know how to express it to the point where that how many lives we can save through this organization, through this hotline. How many lives do you think we can save? If we had say 10 people hanging on the corner and just 2 of them called every day off every corner. You know, that's a boatload of lives that we just saved by mentoring them, you know, through Street Line. You know, so if I was just on 1 or 2 corners talking to people, and now I can reach 10 to 20 corners, and on and on and on. You know, but these are the type things that they don't want us to support. They don't want us to wake them up. Because what? We talked about it earlier. Stupid mistakes runs the justice system. You know, it's bigger than what you think it is.
It is.
It's much greater than what you think it is. You know, you think it on small term. I tell people, stop looking at the little Polaroid and start looking at the big portrait. You know, again, stop looking at the little Polaroid and start looking at the big portrait of things. You know, it's designed for them to fail. It's designed that way because you're running their system. You know,
for us to fail. Don't say them, because
I just use it as a plural term. And I understand. I'm sure people understand that we're talking about people of color more so. You know,
somebody said of yours said, Kelly Bay said, I think that's Malik Bay. He said, how can it start at home if the parents don't know anything? Well,
we talked about that
too.
Yes. Then exactly. There might be a mother that just don't know how to be a parent, but she can get some mentorship behind it, of how, and some guidance behind it. You know, how to talk to their kids or interact with their kids or something like that. She can always get some positive energy from Street Line. You know, and when you talk about it starting at home, again, I'm gonna reiterate what we talked about already. We're talking about babies having babies. For 3 generations, babies having babies. How they gonna teach morals, principles, and values if they don't know them? You know what I'm saying? They let the TV, they let video games, they let social media raise their kids. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't know how. Most of the times that these 3 generations that have been past us, it's grandmothers that raise their kids. It's not the mother, because she was a kid. Or it's not the father, because he was a kid. You know what I'm saying? So if you are desensitized to these values, you know, they have to be brought back into the limelight. They have to be brought back into our kids' life, our young and young adults' life. These values have to be reiterated to them, you know, and we have to be able to do it in a mass source, because again, it's a mass debriefing that has to go on from all those negative things that they are learning through TV, social media, rap songs, all of it, the whole 9, you know. So we have to have that debriefing, and the only way that I provide it with Street Line is a way for them to be educated by us. Okay. You know, and I'm hoping that people understand that and support the issue and know that it's bigger than what they think it is.
Okay. Kelly Bay said, as long as you stay under the United States flag, you will always be in jail.
It's true. It's true. It's designed that way. That's just what I'm trying to tell everybody. It's designed that way. And if we don't educate our young youth and young adults, if we don't educate them and get that light bulb to shine in it, because most of them, you know, and I don't know how frank I can be, and they come to them on that street corner and talk to them and say, man, I ain't trying to hear that black brother shit this shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's real. That's real. Yeah. They don't want to hear it.
You know,
but I'm gonna tell you this. Yeah.
But you know, a lot of times, let me say this before you again. A lot of times they will call somebody and talk to them about it, because they don't have to be put on the and they not put out there on the limelight. You know, a lot
Right,
of times
exactly.
they'll be able to call a place like Streetline and talk, because they're anonymous. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But they still
Yeah.
getting that same positive feedback. You know what I'm
They
saying?
don't want to give that image
They
to
don't want
their boys or whoever out there
right,
that they need help and don't want to be out there. You know,
right. But they
so
can have a place. So they have a place now that they can call and be anonymous and talk about their issues and their problems. You know,
exactly.
so that's what Streetline, the strength, that's one of the strengths of Streetline, that you can be anonymous. You don't have to be in front of your boys and feel like you being soft now because you're talking about how you want to correct your life. You know what I mean? So you can be anonymous when you do that. You know, the calls, let me say this too and put it out there in the audience. The calls are totally confidential. They are definitely confidential calls. So you don't have to worry about, we're not a law enforcement agency. And I say it on my flyer and all that. We're not a law enforcement agency. We're not anything that's dealing with any concept of criminal or law and any of that. It's just you and your mentor that you're talking to at that moment.
Now,
You
are you
know,
assigned the same mentor every time? Like, say you have a frequent caller, somebody that call in a time. Are you
you
assigning
can request.
different mentors?
I won't assign, because say that person is out on vacation or sick or something. They still want to be able to get positive information from the next person as well. So if that mentor is available, then we would try to put you back with that mentor if you request it. You know what I'm saying? But if not, we still can connect you with somebody that's going to give you that same energy, that same positive energy. You know what I mean? That's in case someone's not available. So we don't want you to lose out because someone's not available at that time frame that you may call in. You know, does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
No. So yeah, we don't want to just specifically assign a particular mentor, although we would do our best to hook you up with that same person that you want to talk to. You know, but if that person is not available, you'll still have myself and others that can give you the same positive energy that's going to direct you in that positive manner that can better you.
Okay.
You know.
Contractor just came on. Hey, contractor.
Hey, everybody! How you sign up to be a mentor?
Well, we're based in Washington D.C. right now, so I have to if I had to create a platform, there has to be a training of the curriculum. You know, because you want to be able to talk to these youth and young adults in a particular way, and even though you can get on a more personal issue with them, but we have to have that curriculum where that start off curriculum, because we don't want anybody just talking to them any kind of way and getting people upset, because it's a delicate issue. You know, when people are calling in and trying to help themselves, so we want to have a training, on the curriculum. So I mean, you can contact me. The contact information has been put out, so I can, if you're in our area, we can try to do it there. Eventually, I try to get it in a Zoom type thing where we can give the training out that way. And just because the phone line we got, all we have to do is add a number to it, and it'll ring when Streetline callers call in.
Okay.
So
they got what you call a phone tree. So they basically, for those of y'all who don't know how the phone tree works, y'all call in and your number will be filtered out to the different numbers that he has queued up to accept those calls. I worked in a call center before. I told you, Ricky, I got you.
Oh, you right on time. You right on time. Between that knowledge and the pole dancing, we gonna do some things.
I was saying, to show these boys how to work with their hands, learn a trade. Because when when a man worked with his hands and he accomplished something and he did that, it's a whole different feeling.
That's what Streetline is about, That's what Streetline is about, directing them to things, because everybody can't be a college graduate. Right. Everybody can't be, everybody's mindset is not geared towards it, but some people work, like you said, work good with their hands, work got good mechanic skills. You know what I'm saying?
Good teaching skills.
Trade.
Everybody got something.
Yeah, this is what Streetline can do. We can direct these young youth and adults to the things that fit them. Right. You know what I'm saying? This is why I want to connect with all these agencies and organizations and other nonprofits. You know what I'm saying? So we can refer these youth and young adults to these agencies. The things that we cannot mentor them on or help them with, they can get help from these other agencies. This is why I'm challenging them to connect with Streetline. Let Streetline be able to send these people to you.
And this is especially for those who's coming back into our system, coming from incarceration, that's coming home.
Yeah.
They may feel they'd be totally lost. If you've been off these streets for 10 years, or however the bid,
or better.
Home, you could be totally lost and don't have any direction. And Streetline is set up to help give them direction or give them the information that they need to know. The Street 411.
Right. And I can guide you to agencies like Morka, which is in DC. That's an agency for returning citizens. I can guide you to those agencies. There's a one-stop center now in DC that we can connect with, and I can guide you to that connection.
Is
things
Leo
like that.
Still around?
Who?
Is the Leo Jones Leo program?
I'm not familiar with Leo program. And I got to contact some of these programs to let them know that Streetline exists so they can connect with Streetline and partner up. And that's another thing that I need, why I need volunteers. I'm just one person. I can't make all these phone calls to get partnered up with people. But volunteers can make the phone calls and make these partnerships, come available to people. Just like Phil and I going to these businesses to come partner up with these businesses to try to do things to put signage in your storefront, that Streetline exists, and they have somewhere to call so that we know to be able to advertise it. There's so many partnerships that we have to make in order to make things work in our community. And we have to come together to do these things. You know what I'm saying?
Is this a legit business, like registered with the state and all that? Only reason I'm saying that is because the same thing can happen when the Black Panthers did the breakfast program. The state and government came in and started giving away free breakfast, so they wasn't needed no more. So this is a good idea. So if it's, as long as everything is, the T's is dotted and T's is crossing the I's. Yeah. This could be a good thing, because they'll come in and say, we're going to do the same thing. And then, they got hotlines and commercials and all that.
Yeah, they got the finances for it. See, that's where we're lacking. We don't support a program of this caliber. It's brand new. Nobody's ever done this. Nobody's ever created a hotline for those who hang out on street corners and stairwells and stuff like that. Nobody even realized that that's an addictive behavior. They never targeted those things.
That's why you guys set it up as a legitimate business, though.
It is. This is a nonprofit. I created it already. Yeah. We are definitely a nonprofit. Okay. We're a nonprofit. Again, you'll have my website information, so you can go on there and look at the website, and get the information from there without me having to, reiterate it all over this platform.
That's what's up, though.
But yeah, we up and running, bro. We just don't have all the resources and the volunteers we need, and and the funding, But we there. It's just a matter of people supporting, a grassroots, and I call it grassroots because, it's we down in the dirt. We the ones in the ditches, and so I'm looking for that support system, and I'm glad to even, and I want to thank the young lady that has this podcast, for putting me on this platform. That's a super big help. So
thank Phil, because I wouldn't even knew about it if it wasn't for Phil.
Well, Phil gonna always get thanks because he right there with it. He right there with it. So when me and Phil met, he said, "Man, all I'm missing is this." I said, "What?" He said, "It's not a problem." I said, "Bro, you got that right here."
That's it, baby.
I said, "You got that right here," and this is our first meeting. This is our very first meeting. We just met each other.
Wow.
And I said right
show?
here, and I ran.
Not
on your show. We was at a
we was at Simple's Club. Yeah, we was at a debate. We went to the
was at a debate.
Board for Council debates. Yeah.
Yeah, that's where we first met at. But I'm saying he put me with you for your show. He put me with you. And I do thank him for that. But I thank you for allowing me to be on your platform. So I appreciate you.
This is what it's about. I mean, I don't do a show by myself. I got my different panelists, my different comedic friends, like the contractor Phil and Lee, and anybody could come on if you got positive energy that you saying something that our people need to hear, something that'll help or better us along the way. You are always welcome to come. Positive is the way. I don't need no negative energy. Just good vibes.
We got enough of that.
Because life is hard.
We got enough of that.
This show is for the living.
Yeah, I got you.
Are all the calls gonna be recorded just for safety?
No, we can't. We're not. All the calls. These calls are confidential. And when you talk about, safety, the only safety issue you're not allowed as an operator. You're not allowed to give any personal information out of yourself. Because we want to protect. We want to protect the fact that because you're gonna have some angry callers too, and you don't want them to have your personal information. So you have to be conscious of that. So we don't want to allow that. And also the training is, you're gonna have some callers and we have female operators and male operators that may be attracted to their voice or something. Well, let me meet you here now. We're not gonna have that. That's
right.
zero tolerance.
And you're gonna have clowns calling in just to be assholes.
Yeah, you're gonna have all kinds of callers. So you got to know how to. That's why the training is necessary. So you'll know how to deal with those particular callers. You know what I'm saying? And because you can have a clown or an angry person and turn it all the way into a positive thing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you know what the right thing, you know the right things to say.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
like,
what I was
saying
for protection. Because
Yeah.
all it's gonna take is one person to be jealous, and you know, people can do anything. So that's all I was saying.
Right. Yeah. So so you're not allowed as an operator to give any personal information out.
No number, no. So I'm telling everybody now, no.
Yeah.
So don't even try it. When you get on the phone, the answer is already no. I'm here to help you. Okay.
That's it. That's it. That's it right there. You know, because you're gonna contact when the operator gets to know someone, you know, it's gonna be some personal issues, you know, but you can't understand it that this is like a client to you. You know what I'm saying? This is not. This not. This
don't
not
use that term. Don't say client because you know client. You know, Well,
I understand how that, but I mean, you can get you. I don't want. I mean, and you can become a friend in a manner in
People
which
get
you are
attached.
guiding
People
them.
get
And,
attached to people.
yeah, and that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. Because you're human.
I
You
done
know what
had
I'm
some
saying?
stalkers.
And the thing is, it's a good thing, but you have to understand that it's a controlled situation.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I
Yeah,
want to
that's what
feel
I'm talking about, the
protected.
protection.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well,
Right.
it will be. They don't have our
Yeah.
number. They call a tree like a
Yeah.
number tree. They don't have
Oh, it
our
ain't.
number.
They definitely won't have your number.
So
You
I
know,
ain't
that's what
got
I'm saying.
No,
That's
but
why I
what I'm
said it's
saying is, what I'm saying is, what if somebody on that hating and they go say, this is all because you always got to protect your brain. I protect my brain, and what my business.
Oh, I think he's saying,
You
Ricky,
be
what if
hating
somebody
on
come
that
back
shit,
and lie
wanting
on
to
you?
ID. That's
try
what
to
I'm
say
saying.
that you yeah
Yeah. You know how these little bitches is now, they lie and say, oh, I was on the phone and he asked me something, and you know damn well you ain't do that. How you gonna prove that you didn't do it? That's all I'm saying.
well, I mean,
So you got to always
we're
got
not
to.
trying to record. We're not trying to record the calls, but we are trying to make sure that there's data that a person called, um, and that's pretty much it. So you pretty much have to rely. I mean, it's nothing through conversation that you can be sued for unless you telling somebody to go kill themselves or some stupid stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but how you gonna
So
prove you didn't say that though?
I'm
It's how you gonna protect yourself.
They even the phone. Yeah, even the phone calls in jail is recorded. That's what I'm saying. Like
yeah.
it ain't gotta be recorded to give to nobody. It's just for storage,
Yeah, I mean that
document.
we can set up that kind of system too, where it's
Yeah.
Yeah,
recorded, but it can't be
yeah.
used unless
No,
it's
and each
because
call get a.
we also don't want to give uh a way for law enforcement to enforce
Invade
themselves
your
on us either.
privacy.
Yeah,
Yeah, we don't want to take away they confidentiality.
but how they gonna do that if they gave no name? That's what I'm saying. You just recording for your own protection, and then that call gets a date and a docket number, and it's stored. That's it. Nobody listens to it or uses it or nothing unless something come up with some bullshit. Then okay, that call happened on this day. It was at this time. That's it.
Okay,
I didn't.
and
I
that's
never.
good. I like that. We probably can set it up in that manner too as well. Again,
Right.
these things take that's why I need volunteers, that brainstorming, all that good stuff. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? This is why we need stuff like that. This is why we need people like yourself.
Yo,
To
I've been
iron out all the
self-employed.
kinks. That's to
Yeah.
iron out all the kinks. And make sure we're in compliance with everything. Because one of my volunteer things I say is I need administrative help. You know what I'm saying? So that's part of my thing for volunteers as well. So to brainstorm. And you're welcome. I have an advisory committee that I'm putting together.
Okay.
So if you want to be part of the advisory committee, these
Absolutely.
things, all these things, are helpful. This is what we need: people to come together, people to iron out all the kinks, people to if you're good at fundraising, I need people that's good at fund. You're good at grant writing, I need people that's good at grant writing. You know what I'm saying? The
Yeah.
organization don't move unless people help it move. Well,
Yes.
like I said earlier to everybody, I'm not on an island. You know what I'm saying? I'm surrounded by positivity. I want that positivity to come in with me. You know what I'm saying? All the way around. So all these things that you mentioned are great ideas. So and I look for more. I look for that advisory. If you want to, like you said, I have a whole pamphlet up here about my advisory. I don't know if you can see it on screen right there. I'm putting it on screen. But this is a paperwork dealing with advisory committee.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm trying to focus it for you.
Yeah,
But
I see. Yeah.
yeah. So I got that all down pat.
All right, cool.
I
That's
need
what's
that.
up.
Yeah, I need that. You know what I'm saying? So again, I'm not on no island. You know, I'm not here by myself. I need you. You know, please come. Please, you know, give me what I need to get these people what they need. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm asking for. That's what I'm praying for. You know what I'm saying? Things don't just come to me, you know, just to me. I look at it as I'm that vessel, you know. He give me the ideas. I'm just the vessel.
Right.
You know, and I think we all are. So he's sending me vibes like yourself, you know, like others online and on this podcast. You know, he's sending me these people, bro, and I'm just accepting. You know what I'm saying? I'm just accepting and grateful. You know, so I'm hoping and praying that more people come forward like yourself and give me these ideas that I need to look at and understand and you know, give me the people that I need to help with funding, people I need to help with administrative, people I need to help with ideas, you know.
Yeah. Another thing too you should do, don't have them thinking every time they call they gonna get right through. Sometimes they might gotta leave a number and somebody will call you back within 2 to 3 hours. So that way it ain't, oh damn, I called them, they ain't answer. You know what I mean?
Right, I got you. You know, to have a follow up. So, but hopefully, like on my line right now, we got 15 lines. You know, we got 15 lines, so that's 15 operators I can train. You know what I mean? So hopefully, you know, that we can get some people to come.
How long is the conversations? Is it a cutoff time, or they just get talked?
Well, we want to try to make them at least no longer than 30-minute conversation because we don't know how many people calling.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we want to give you your 30 minutes of positivity. You know what I'm saying? And see where we can help you out because you're always welcome to call back anytime. You know, you can call right back if you want to. We want to give you at least that 30.
Yeah, 30 minutes kind of short though. You know what I mean?
Not really when you getting I mean, because if you make it longer than that from the beginning, you're taking away from a lot of others. You know, so but you're getting a concept in 30 minutes. You should have a concept of who people are, what their issues are, and what their problems are because of the questions that you are going to ask. On you know, that's why that's why the training has to be there, so you know what questions to ask to get what answers you need in order to give them what feedback they need.
Now,
you understand what I'm saying?
When they call, how much time do you need to talk? You know, make them feel like, you know, they got an option. Most of them probably gonna say 30 minutes, but you know, well, I can talk to you this time and you know for this much time, but I can't grant. You got like I've been self-employed for over 22 years, and this is the way I stayed like that. Just making people feel like they got options. Like with you, like it's not just you take this and that's it. Cause it's always somebody trying to be where you at. So you always gotta make them feel like they got options. Like when I'm coming to somebody's house to give them an estimate, I ask them, do you got an iPhone? Or would you like me to do the estimate over the phone? Or I can come out in person. When I come out in person, it might be $175 or $250 for the estimate, but when I do the job, they come off the price. You know, you just gotta give people options. Like, I mean, not a whole lot of options, but just some, because like that option shit is crazy. When we had 3 channels on TV, it was 1,000 things to watch. Now we got 1,000 channels. You can't barely find 3 things to watch. So you don't want to give too many options.
Well, I think right now a half an hour would be a reasonable time to get information needed, and to have them and have them, give them that option you're talking about. Give them the option to call back at a certain time or a certain, in the next hour or something like that, so we can give other people the opportunity to get online.
Right.
So Ricky, let me ask you this: what is the turnaround? Let me say somebody's in dire need right now, and they need to talk to somebody more that knows more than you guys. Say somebody say, I just shot somebody, or and this is a serious issue. And where do I go from here? What do I do? You don't really have the expertise to deal with somebody like that. Do you have something that's going to say, well, you need to do this, or I need to put you in contact with somebody that know more than what I do? Because, if you leave somebody in dire straits out there and their ass is on fire, or, because like I said, I'm in recovery, and I've done that shit where, motherfuckers done called and like, I'm getting ready to use, okay? If you don't say something to me that's going to stop me, I'm going to do it. So,
this is where we try to connect with all those other nonprofits and all those other agencies. We try to partner up with them so we can do referrals. It distinctly says in our flyer that we do referrals. So we might not, as our basic concept is mentoring. That's our basic concept. Although we do violence prevention and conflict resolution as well, because we want to talk to you about handling things in a more positive way. So if we're unable to give you, this is why my infrastructure got to be strong too. If we're unable to answer that question, then we need to have that agency there to be able to connect you with them to be able to answer. That's where the referral process come in at. Because nobody has the answer to everything. No, none of us have answer to everything.
Right.
Because we don't know everything.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why we have a network of people we can refer you to. And that's why we're going to create that infrastructure like that, to have that network.
Right. Like me.
Does that make sense to everyone?
Yeah,
that makes perfectly good sense. And as you should, they need to have, in case they're staying, just like with the AAA program, when they got you, did I say that right? AA or is it AAA? That's like
now AAA is the ones that come and change the tire.
Triple A, double AA. Like they have sponsors, and they could call their sponsor anytime of night. It's like their counselor and stuff.
Right.
They feel like they got to use. They call their sponsor, and the sponsor's the one that talk to them to say, hey, assess the situation or problem, and work with that. Hey, I see you, Beast. We got the Beast on. Beast, this is Ricky Bryant, the founder, the owner of Street Line. Oh, Street Line. Come on, sing it with me. Come on,
I got
you. Street Line.
Yes, Street Line nonprofit.
Nice. I'm listening. Unfortunately, I just landed, so I didn't get to listen earlier. So I'm just listening, trying to soak up the information, figure out what you're doing.
Well, just to give you a briefing on what Streetline is. Streetline is a nonprofit organization geared towards helping those and targeted towards those that hang out on these corners, these storefronts, these stairwells, these parking lots, where most negative energy is given to our youth and young adults. So we're trying to have a way of mentoring them without being on those corners. So I created what is called a call center hotline for them. Nobody ever looked at their position as an addictive behavior. And so I understood that it is an addiction to be hanging out on these corners like that. And so I created a hotline for them to be able to call and get some positive direction and even referrals. So that's briefly what we're all about.
Okay. Okay. So when you say, and I hope I'm not asking the questions that were already asked, but so when you say get them off the corners, do you get what kind of other options do you give them? Are you looking like to help people find jobs? Are you looking to, help people just have something more positive or creative to do type situation?
All that is incorporated in Streetline. We want to be able to refer you to places, so we want other agencies and other nonprofits to join Streetline as partnerships, so we can refer people to their agency if necessary, or their nonprofit if necessary, so they can get whatever they need to suit them, for that person. So yeah, we do referrals as well.
Okay. And how long have you been doing this?
Well, we just started. It's like 6 months old now. It's the program been in existence for almost 2 years, but to getting it out there and up, it's been like 6 months. There's a lot of infrastructure we still have to do. As I was telling the audience then, that we need volunteers, we need fundraising, we need administrative help. We need that community to come out and support, the program in and of itself. So this is the things that we're looking for: grant writers, all that. So we need the whole nine to get it up and running smoothly. It's up and running, but we want it to run smoothly. You know what I mean? We want to have the trained operators together, volunteers that we need, until we can get a bunch of grants where we can, pay a salary out. But until then, we need them volunteers. We need people that care, and understand the concept. So
and what made you start this?
Oh wow, we went through that question before.
Oh, we did. I'm sorry.
But no, but you're good. You're good. There's nothing wrong.
I'll watch the show. I'll watch the show. Don't worry.
I'm saying no, because it's a good thing that you asked again, because it might need to be reiterated. I myself is a returning citizen. But what got me in that spot was hanging out on them streets, not having any direction. Trying to find a way to make a quick buck. All this came off of hanging out in the street corners, just smoking my weed and, drinking my liquor and, feeling accepted and loved on that corner, and that corner ain't did shit for me. You know what I'm saying? So knowing the concept and the mindset of people hanging out on corner, I know that more negativity comes from them corners than anything. That in order to stop our violence in our city, because that's where most of the energy comes from, is on them corners. Let's go rob, let's go do this, let's go get this kind of money, that kind of money. You know what I'm saying? All of it coming from them stairwells, them storefronts, them street corners. You getting high thinking of all these negative ideas and fast money ways and stuff like that. You don't even realize that you're addicted to this behavior. You know what I'm saying? So realizing that and understanding and a lot of, self-awareness of why I got myself in this kind of mess, I had to figure things out. And at the end of the day, it's because I was hanging out with a bunch of negativity. And where I was hanging out at is where most of the negativity comes from, is these street corners and these stairwells, where I'm feeling accepted, where I'm thinking that I'm cool with everybody, I was addicted to,
what you feed your mind, your body will also eat.
Right.
So
I understood that I was literally addicted to this behavior. And so most of it out, and this is where most of our negative energy comes from. And by coming from that, that creates these violent incidents, coming from that. So I know we had to these are the things, this is the core center that we had to combat. That is the core center. Attack the negative with positive where that negative stands at. You know what I mean? It's just like I got a nest of roaches. I got to spray that where them roaches are nesting at in order to get rid of the majority of them, right? So that's what Streetline is trying to combat right there. We want to spray that nest of roaches. You know what I mean? As metaphorically, we want to spray that negative energy. We want to spray that negative energy with positive energy that can feed them to a place and a spot that they can do something with their lives and don't have to be addicted to hanging out at these corners. Even if they volunteer, we can guide them and just volunteer. Hey, brother, you can volunteer, over here and make something happen with your life. You know what I'm saying? It ain't necessarily had to be a job reference. We just want you to be able to do something positive with your life. You're going to get some recognition sooner or later, even through you volunteering. People recognize these things. People recognize positivity. You know what I'm saying? So this is what we want to spread in your life. We want to spread something positive. We want to guide you in a way that you can live out your dream, that you can be a responsible parent. You know what I mean? Yeah. Things like that you can be a responsible big brother, little brother, whatever. Be a responsible community person, instead of just wasting your life. So that's what Streetline is about. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to combat all this negativity and where the source from which it comes from.
Understood.
Okay.
Oh, well, we're getting close to the end of the show. Well, Ricky, I tell you, that's a lot of good information. There's a lot to digest. Before we go, I'm going to ask at the end of the show that you repeat the number where they can contact you and Streetline. But Beast, I got a question for you. How's it going?
It's going great. Right now it's 12:40 a.m. here. I just landed in Bali, so I'm in Bali now.
Oh, and is that the way to go, honey? Bali.
Nah. Here, well, we came. It's nighttime here, so ain't nothing open. But you can see this villa we got is off the chain. So I'm excited about that.
Bali.
But we just pulled up. So I'll have more for y'all. Posted on my everything. Dad_mentality. Rodney Glover. Follow me. But I just wanted to check in and say what's up because I was like they might still be showing what you call it. I can share. Let me see if I can show you the other camera real quick. I don't think I can do it. But
turn your camera around. You can't turn it.
I didn't want to do that. I just wanted to turn the other thing, but I can't turn it around. Hold on. I was being lazy. Here we go. Oh man, now they hit the wrong button. All right, there you go. This one you get old. See? Start doing stuff like that because the other you can't see. But I mean, this is my living room, and I can see right there. That's my pool right there.
You got a personal pool?
Yeah, I got my own pool.
Does every villa have their own pool?
Yes.
Oh, okay. That look like
yeah. There's only like I think there's only like 7 or 8 villas on this but you can't see, I can hear it, but about 30 yards out that way is the ocean. But you can't see it now. So I'll post all the stuff in the morning, but it's beautiful out here though.
Thank you. Be careful, don't fall off no balcony, like Jennifer Lewis did. Be careful.
Nah, I'm good. But living the life, it's all good.
All good. I can't wait till you come back.
Have a week here. We plan on riding the elephants, and we're gonna go ride the elephants. We're gonna go to a volcanic mountain, mountain that still has hot springs on the top of it to eat breakfast. So we're gonna do a lot of
Be
sightseeing
safe.
and what's that?
I said, you and Vicky, be safe.
Oh, I'm always, man. You only live once.
Yeah, you want
Still trying to skydive too.
Well, I'm with you on that. I'm trying to get down the pounds so I can skydive too.
Yep. So I'm still trying to skydive, still trying to do everything. But we literally just got in here. Vicky's hopped in the shower as soon as she got here. So we'll see what's going to happen though. But yeah, I just want to check in real quick. I'm glad I came in to learn about the street life. I'm definitely going to look more into it. Street line. Sorry.
Because it's a
Street line DC. I saw it.
Yeah.
Molly popped the number up there.
Yeah.
StreetlineDC.com.
I don't know if you're interested in involvement with churches and stuff like that too. I think that'll be a great.
I said, I'm not on an island, bro. You did. So churches, any and every organization that can help us grow and help these young youth and young adults. Hey, I'm all the way open, bro. So I'm not close to any help at all. Because we need everybody to help. All organizations, all agencies, we need that help.
Yes, and we need for everybody to get this copy of Shades of Blue by A.M. Morning. Rodney, did you read any more?
Chapter 13. I finished chapter 13 on the airplane. And my villa has no television, so I plan on finishing it. I can have it done in the next 2 days. I just found out there was no TV. That kind of hurt my feelings. I was like, uh-oh. I was like, well, I guess that means I need to go out and do something. I can't be sitting in here. So.
Nope. Okay, Ricky.
But chapter 13, almost there.
Okay. Well, this has been a contractor. I don't know where you gone, but this has been a Freaky Friday. I know it wasn't as freaky as the Fridays, but there was some information that we wanted to share that needed to get out. And I want to thank Ricky Bryan for coming on the show, sharing that information and sharing his profit. I would say foundation. Sharing his organization, nonprofit, how we can help and everything. Because he needs phone operators right now. I'm trying to be like, hello.
Yeah. We need volunteers for certain.
Everything, Rodney, everything.
Yeah, you don't want Reese going to be talking sexy to him on there. You don't want that to happen. Reese going to take him off the streets and bring him to her home.
Now, wait a minute. That's not so. That's like the Bat Cave. Secret location.
Okay.
But Monday madness. And then we're going to hear about your trip for Bali. And Ricky, you are family. You are welcome anytime, y'all.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Contractor. I don't know where Molly is. Molly, you want to close us out? I guess Molly said no. Okay. Oh, there you go. There you go.
Where that baby at, Molly? Trying to see some pictures. Guess he ain't saying that. Nah.
The baby probably sleeping or something. That's the boss baby. He tell Molly what to do. He probably told Molly, lay down. He said Molly can't speak. Yeah, lay down. That's how it is with a newborn. That's how it is.
I don't feel no pity. I remember those days. I just had my 2-year-old. Me and Vicky, we're happy that we ain't got her no more. Shoot, my niece. That was enough right there. I don't want to see another diaper a day in my life, unless it's my own when I get old.
I'm about to say, ain't nothing wrong with seeing diapers.
Hey, man,
Molly, are you with us, Molly?
Molly, I fell asleep. Oh, there you go.
Nah, I guess my mic got taken over. Y'all couldn't hear me. I was just talking.
No, nobody heard nothing.
Okay. Nah, I
podcast.
thought Beast was saying something. He got the baby and some gifts to go out to Bali or something. That's all I was hearing. Something like that.
The Beast,
No.
did you get the baby gifts?
He
Y'all
said
going to
he going us
Bali?
to fly. He said he gonna fly us out to see the baby or something. He said.
Oh, that's what I said. I'm gonna fly y'all out. Oh no, I won't have. There's no babies allowed in Bali. They got a rule. You only make babies in Bali. You don't bring them here.
I sent some pictures. You know, I got your I'm following you on Instagram. I seen that little street meat you been eating, that dog. You try to say it was goat.
Yeah. Hey, Molly, I ain't even gonna lie to you. I paid for that shit. I learned my lesson, dog. That was the end of that. That won't happen again. My stomach was tore up, son.
You
Tore
look
up.
drained. You
Huh?
look drained. You look drained. Like it
I
really.
just got off the plane. That's all. I'm just
No,
tired.
not that kind of drain. That drain like you've been in the bathroom.
Yeah.
You know how it's a certain look. You look like
Yeah, that street